CTM Sports. Sports takes by regular people. Talking about sports from an outside the box perspective. So we finna get right into it. I only got 3 slides today. Probably won't even be that long. But it's some things I want to talk about, and let's get into it. The first one is emotional control. Was Shilo Sanders baited into the scuffle with the tight end from the Buffalo Bills? The headline is Shilo Sanders is ejected from preseason finale for throwing a punch. What I will say this, I would even compare this to life, whether you're dealing with a person in sports, in the trenches, anywhere, at work. To make a mistake, to mess up, it only takes one time. It's the one time you do it. It's the one time you say the joke. It's the one time you lose your temper. It's the one time you get angry. It can change the rest of your life. For him, he get ejected, but guess what? That one decision could cost him from making the team because he was drafted so low. It could cost him a spot on the roster. They can use that against him. The one time you pull that trigger, a person gets hit, a person could possibly lose their life or get maimed. You could spend years of your life in jail off of one time. And you never know when that one time is. I can tell you from experience, I done made many of mistakes. It's just one time, one situation, one time, one thought, one choice. And that's why you gotta have emotional control. Cause they jousted for a couple minutes. Not a couple minutes, probably like a minute, 30 seconds, but 3 or 4 of those, jousting, moving your arms, you have to have the control not to react, be so reactive. Not dumping on Shiloh. I'm just trying to get you to understand the context of life, double standards. They're not fair, but they are there. And once you know what you're up against, now you have to think and act accordingly. Because they didn't say nothing to the tight end, even though I believed he agitated him. And that's how you got to understand that there are people that will agitate you in this life. But at the end of the day, you are responsible for what you react to, what you do, the choice that you make, and what you execute. Some people that's hard to digest and swallow, even though they feel like somebody made them go down their route, but you have to slow down and think. You chose to go down their route. Just because somebody agitates you doesn't mean you have to go down that route. But we so caught up in the street code that you react based on that street code, and it could cost you a spot on the team. It could cost you years of your life. It could cost you a situation that you can't replay back. And he'll recover from this. It's just you have to have this thought process. It takes one time, one situation, one thought, and one choice. So it's better to think as much as you can before you make the choice and ask yourself, this thing that I'm doing one time, is it or can it cause me to have to deal with some consequences that's not favorable for me? Personal accountability is something that you have to understand and really grab a hold to, especially as you grow older and deal with other people in this world. You have to deal with other people. You have to interface with other humans, whether you like it or not. So the best thing to do is resolve your personal issues, right? If you don't resolve your personal issues, whether you go in sports, workplace, or anything, your issue can make something seem more magnified than it really is. And I bet you his issue, he felt like he kept agitating them, he kept swinging at him, and he reacted just like that. Happens all the time. Sometimes you say, I can say this, make things better, and it don't. The one time you do it, it cause trouble. The one time you say, I'm going to fight back, I'm going to show them that I'm not the one to mess with, you do it, somebody get hurt, somebody get maimed, or somebody get killed. It's just that one situation, that one time. And guess what? It may have been things that led up to that, but it's the one time that you got caught. That's all I want to talk about in it. Emotional control in situations like that, because people are going to try to poke and prod and get you to break so they can say, he did that after he broke. He pointed back at him. See, I told you. And I don't think the tight end got ejected. I think Shilo's the one that got ejected. But I think he'll rebound from. I'm just trying to let the young people know that all it takes is one time, one situation, one choice, one reaction, and it can cost you dearly. So, with that being said, Micah Parsons, he said he's Carlito. It's Micah's way, right? Is Micah handling the negotiation process in an efficient way? Cowboys, I mean, Jerry Jones said he got 3 more years, 1 more year on his contract, and 2 franchise tags. He can enforce or impose. Is Micah handling the negotiation process in an efficient way? Here's something I'll give you an insight on, right? Just real life. This go for regular people and somebody like him, right? When you do this, you go down this path, you better make sure that you're taking care of your body, taking care of your health, and you better be ready to perform at a high level consistently. Because if you don't, they will throw this back up in your face. Remember when you did this. Remember when you did that. Remember when you asked for this. Remember when you asked for that. I get both sides. You have the owner and team, salary cap, trying to get the best deal they can. And as a player, you're trying to get all the money you can before it's all over. The average, I think they said the average NFL career is maybe 3 years. Let me look that up before I say that, before I be concrete on that. Average NFL salary, career. Yeah, 3.3 years. That's the average NFL career. Of course, he's gonna play longer than that because he's way better than them. But the average is 3 years. So I get both sides. You're trying to get as much money as you can, and the team is trying to get the best deal they can. But when you make it public, when you go back and forth, you have to be smart about the optical illusion that you're setting, right? The PR, public relations side. Because as many as people that will be on your side, people are fickle. It'll be the same people that'll be bashing you when you're not playing well, or you go to camp, you're not in shape, those nagging injuries happen like hamstring or, strained calf muscle, stuff like that, and you're not getting the sacks. But it's like, we paying you though. So let me know in the comments, is Micah handling the negotiation process in an efficient way? I get it though. You got to get your money. I get it. But how do you, is he doing it in the best way or could it be done better? And if he gets it, how much pressure will be on him to perform going about it this way instead of another way? Let me know in the comments. The last part of this, and I'm be done. How hard is it to make an NFL team? Now, I've never made an NFL team. I can only go off what I hear. And when I played sports for the small time, I did in high school, I guess. But I wasn't even that good either. But here's the deal, right? Making a team. You're talking about money involved. Relationships matter, even though people say they don't, they do. Talent will only get you so far, but it's more than just talent when you get to that level. Work ethic. Are you relatable? It's all about optics sometimes. Do you help the team brand? Do you have a winning attitude? I don't know. Just even all that. If the owner don't like you, it can come down to just that. The owner just don't think you fit. You can have all the talent. You could be awesome on the field. But if they don't think you fit their team or what they want to do, you won't make the team. Off the field stuff can cause you not to make the team or get released. We talk about public relations. That is a thing. In the real world, you can do something crazy and you won't be able to make the job or you can get let go. Public relations is a real thing. They're doing, I think they're going from 90 down to 53 now. A lot of people are going to get cut. Just the reality of playing professional sports. Before they go into the, I think they had to get down to like a 50-man roster or something like that. But when you get drafted at later, or you're a free agent, they bring you in, work out. Sometimes they bring you in knowing they're gonna cut you because they don't have enough cap space, or they feel like they just wanted to see or have you on in case an injury happen. No injuries happen, and there's no room for whatever said position. It's hard to find a job now, let alone make an NFL team. But it is hard. A lot of things have to go your way, unless you like say you was a what top two first two rounds or something like that, and you're a bona fide starter. Even that, you could be one situation away, one situation, one decision, one choice, one reaction away from not making the NFL team. We've seen it all the time. Guy do something, DUI happen, they got to release you. Public relation hit. DV, domestic violence, one reaction cause you to miss out on the team being picked up. Being arrested for some drugs or something like that cause you not to make a team. Got to be careful out here, guys. Even in the real world, we have to be careful because one situation can cause us to lose our job. Unfortunately, but that's how I go. One reaction, one answer, one just it could just take one thing and it can cause you to lose a lot of things. That's life. That's why you have to think. That's why we got the Thinking Game podcast. Make sure to watch that on Monday evenings. Thinking Game podcast, where we talking about thinking. Life is a game. Thinking is a play. CTM Sports. This is Mike. I'm signing out. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. Thanks for watching. Comment. People don't understand how workplace relationships on the 9 to 5 are so important. That's real. My bad, Atomic Player. That's real, man. Thank you for the comment. Let me come back to this real quick. Hold on. Let me turn this off for a second. My boy Atomic Player said people don't understand how workplace relationships on the 9 to 5 are so important. Very important. Can you make it by yourself without relationships? You can, but it's very difficult. I'm telling you from experience. But your skills have to be so on point that your skills will take you through, because you don't have the luxury of having relationships and people vouching for you. So you have to be on point with whatever you do. Like me working in IT, right? My skills have to be on point to be able to execute the job that I'm doing, because I'm not plugged in. I don't have those kind of relationships where somebody can say, Mike, he'll be all right. He may just give him a little more time. Sometimes I have to be better than another person who got the advantage of having relationships. Think about fraternities, right? Fraternities and groups and stuff like that. Not knocking fraternities, anything, but I'm saying there is a benefit to being part of a group. There's pros and then there's cons. This is which one you like. You can either be Wolverine or you can be part of the X-Men. It's up to you. Sometimes Wolverine was with the X-Men. Sometimes he had to go do things on his own. But workplace relationships, um, it can be good or it can be bad. It depends. You have to use discretion, use discernment, and think about what's going on. Thank you for that comment, though, Atomic Player. I appreciate that. So with that being said, thanks for watching CTM Sports. Sport takes by regular people. And I will catch you on the next one.